Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Labyrinth of Touhou. It's time. It's time to give this last boss a shot, and I did manage to get the physical reactor from the Hibachi Twins, version 2. I'll show that off soon enough. I am currently... Well, we'll talk about the final boss. His level recommendation is 550 to 655 Reimu level. I'm floating around 600, low 600s. I kind of based my readiness off of Mei Ling's level on my original save, because I have Mei Ling in both these parties. Simply because my original save, my original playthrough, I didn't use Reimu, so Reimu was actually leveling slower than everyone else, so I couldn't use her level as an accurate measure. I do feel like I'm a little bit better prepared with this party, simply because I've been really good with drops. I've been getting a lot of good drops, and any spare items I've been getting, I've just been selling for skill points, and so skill-wise and item-wise, I'm a lot better shape than my previous playthrough. In fact, my previous playthrough didn't even get some of the items, like the egg and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get in. I went ahead and explored these areas here. It was completely empty. I just went ahead and just revealed it so we didn't have to deal with it. Gotta kill the two bosses. Make sure I don't hit the boss. Okay. Alright. Gear-wise, I'm more than prepared. I'm as prepared as I can get. Key thing you need is affinities. Anyone that's going to be taking a hit needs at least 400 in all affinities. The higher the better. With 600, you're taking 20% less. You're taking 20% of the original damage that bypasses your defenses. And this boss has a lot of piercing attacks, so elemental affinities are important. He does have paralyzed and death attacks. It's a good idea to have, yeah, you need high paralysis and death resistance, but you don't need any poison or silence resistance for this boss. He doesn't have any at all, so you don't have to worry about that. So I did do a little bit different on my gear. Let's go ahead and cycle through. Sorry, I'm getting messages. I'll deal with that in a second. But gear-wise, compared to my other save, you'll probably notice that most of my stuff is like high-tier stuff. We're talking like page 15, 14, with a few exceptions. I went ahead and replaced the Black Hole Ocarina with the Mirror of Rafnor, simply because we don't need the Black Hole Ocarina's silence resistance, and Mirror of Rafnor gives a wider spread of defenses and affinities, because Iku's going to stay out there, I tend to, at least. We got some more of this. The only thing I was kind of hoping I would get more of is Ultimate Sun Hats, but I'm not sure if I was actually fighting any of the bosses that actually dropped them on floor 30. I kind of stuck with the same bosses over and over again. I kind of included Shin into the cycle simply because I was taking her hits rather easily, and she's pretty easy to kill. Other than that, I've just been grinding XP, and if I get drops, good for me. And I've been getting a lot of good drops. As you can see, I'm practically, yeah, I'm look at all this stuff. Psycho guns, Gant suits everywhere. I mean, Yomu's the only one that doesn't have like really high tier stuff, but Girthings are pretty good if you happen to support it. Which all I needed was an Immortal Skull badge to get the status resistances, and that's all she needed. And then Girthings just boost her attack to insane levels. The final boss is neutral to all elements, so you're free to use anything. He does have certain support moves that will increase his affinities or increase his defenses. So piercing attacks are also a good thing to have. This boss has a wide variety of attacks, like a lot. I haven't seen them all, let's put it that way. A lot of times in one fight against this boss, you probably won't see all of his moves. It's pretty random. That's why there's such a wide range for the level recommendation, because it's based on how prepared you are with your affinities and all that, as well as just how good you are with the group you have, how balanced they are, and just how lucky you are. This boss has some really nasty moves, and if he uses them, it can really mess you up. Okay, that's all our gear. Let's go ahead and show off status. Like I said, affinities is a key thing. I got my main tanky key characters to at least level 90 in all affinities. I also got a lot of people to 200 HP, which will hopefully allow them to take some hits better. My main tanks, my two main tanks, of course, have 250 in their defenses. And other than that, it's pretty standard stuff. Usually I try to keep things around the 200s if I intend them to take hits. That, or I just give them a lot of hit points. This boss isn't particularly fast unless he speed buffs himself, which he can. And a lot of his moves have very high delays, but they hit hard. So you can swap people in and get free hits in pretty easily. A key thing about this fight, though, is also to have, usually I always say you need at least, like, 35 paralysis resistance, be immune to paralysis. You can actually do better if you have a lot more than that in this fight, because there is a move that will paralyze you no matter what. So the only thing that your resistance will do is shorten the duration, so the more paralysis resistance you have, the shorter duration it gets. A lot of my characters have, practically immunity to status drops, which is or debuffs, which is always good. I don't exactly have my entire entire idea of how I'm gonna do this. I know I'm gonna keep Eco out and just keep buffing people's attacks, but I'm gonna have to figure out points to swap in Raymond to rebuff everyone. And that's probably gonna be pretty important. But other than that, I don't know what to expect. I'm hoping I'm in better shape than my last party, but I don't know, this is still a little unorthodox party, so it can go anywhere for this. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off for a brief moment, and I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. Sorry about that, I just wanted to make sure people know I was recording, and also I had something going through Subversion. I wanted to make sure that was going alright. Anyway, let's do this. Oh boy, here we go. This boss has 100 million HP, by the way, and he can heal himself. So if he actually uses all of his heals, this could be a 170 million hit point fight we have to go through. So, let's do it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna run away. Who the hell is this? He looks extremely weedy compared to the bosses before. Let's blast him quickly then. Could he be? This is Winner. Not only Winner, but Winner in all caps with stars around it. He's also wielding a giant energy sword and a staff, and he wears a toga. So, yeah, you can tell he's a badass. So, let's do this. Let's hope we can take hits from this guy. Wand of Dragon Flame. See, look at that damage. Buffs are up. I was able to at least take the hit, so that's a good sign. Swap in you. It's gonna be a lot of Vermilia hitting this boss. Alright, 1 million damage. Just like the Serpent of Chaos, this boss has multiple phases where he unlocks more moves as you do more damage to him. Look forward to it. Alright. Buffs are up, he's about to do another attack. I really don't know who I should use. That's the problem. But if his attacks are piercing, it doesn't really matter who gets out there. Magic Arrow. 117,000 damage. And that's on meleeing one of the strongest tanks. So, this is pretty nasty stuff. Slash of Eternity. Okay, we've already done nearly 5 million damage to them. That's everyone's buffs doing. Alright, let's go ahead and rebuff. Okay, rebuffs are up. Get your buffs up. Longsword Ringle. That's the name of an item we got. Alright. Taking the hits, it hurts a lot. of Eternity. I'm gonna have to heal myself, just so I can keep Mailing alive. Because if Mailing dies, it's gonna be not good. Okay, some debuffs, that's alright. Alright, let's get Ramo in there. Getting a little bit of frame rate issues, but it's alright. This is gonna be a long fight, guys, so... It's only gonna get worse as he gets more attacks in. Alright, there we go. Some heals are up. Yoma's in bad shape though, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap in Kamachi. What I'll probably do is, he can be flushed this down. Okay, defense up. His defense is now 100%, which is pretty good. Something to note, this boss can be poisoned. He can also be paralyzed, but it's very, very low chance, and he can be debuffed. Yep, and yeah, that's about it. 0 damage, poisoned. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's hope you're fast enough. Or not Kamachi, Kaguya. Let's go ahead and rebuff yourself since he's already freaking in high defense mode. Okay, alright, Barrage. There we go, take another 3 million. So yes, Flesh to Stone gives him 100% defense buff. And there's not much else to say about it. One Dragon Frost. Is that 80% defense now? Can I even hurt him? Yeah, pretty good. You're in good shape, you're in good shape. I'll go ahead and buff you then. I can try to debuff him, but it's really kind of not a good chance for me. I'm mostly going to focus on healing rather than defense buffing, because all of his attacks are piercing. Which is why you need high affinities. Okay, should be in good shape to get another hit in. I'm trying to make sure Kaguya can swap out, because if she doesn't, she will die. Another 3 million. Scimitar Soul Sword. Okay, that wasn't bad. That was non-piercing. Let's go ahead and buff everyone. Since we have this opportunity. How's Yoma looking? Pretty good. Alright. MVP is definitely going to be Remelia. Remelia is able to stay out there and just dish out over 1 million damage every turn. And that's just going to add up. This is a long fight. How long this fight will be decided on how many support spells he uses. So, pray he doesn't use too many. Luckily, his heals, he has only a certain amount of them he can use. Unfortunately, if he uses all of them, that's still, it practically doubles the length of this fight. Alright. I'll go ahead and swap in you. I have to be careful of stamina as well. Want a Dragon Flank? Can you take it? Yes, you can, barely. Go, buff up. Let's go ahead and get you in there. Let's stickle back. Her heal's actually pretty good if you buff her up, so... Alright. Okay, Kamachi in there. Wand of Speed, okay. Wand of Speed is like strengthening jutsu, but with speed. Oh, it's only 50%, not 100%. But still, it increased its speed. That just kind of messes up for a bit. Unless I can debuff him. pretty good shape. Defenses are still up. Go ahead and do another curse. I'm glad I buffed everyone's HP, because this would have been really bad if I didn't. Go ahead and do Thunder Drum Shot. It's going to do 0 damage, or very low damage. And it doesn't look like I'll be able to debuff him. I'm still doing over like 3 million damage per hit though, which is insane. Alright, can't use you. Let's swap you in. HP Restoring Medicine. You regained about 7 million HP. He can use that spell up to 5 times in one battle, and then he has a second spell that he gets in a later phase that heals for 25 to 30 million. So, yeah. Making sure I'm not muted. There we go. Alright, the speed buff's practically gone, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch to regular attacks. There we go, 2 million damage, take that. Yeah, the key to this fight is to be very, very careful. If you're not careful, you will die. It's that simple. I was actually, when I first beat, well, the only time I beat this boss, I was actually surprised that I beat him, because I actually lost count of how much damage I was doing. And when he died, I literally had like 1 attacker left. Because I ended up squandering all my attackers, letting him get hit by an attack, and that usually was enough to kill them. With this group, though, I have a lot more durable attackers, so the spells aren't as deadly. Let's go ahead and use this. Alright, attack and magic down. HP Restoring Medicine again, regained another 6 million. That's annoying, but it's not too bad. It's literally 2 attacks for my best attackers, so no worries. It also resets his bar pretty big, by quite a bit. Let's swap in Yona. You're in good shape. Buff you. Resist all. Okay, resist all. Sorry, I'm checking what exactly that does. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Resist blah blah blah. Oh, okay. It raises all of his elemental affinities for 3 turns. It also gives him, it gave him a slight defense, mind and defense boost, but nothing serious. But the key part is, he has now elemental affinities, which means non-elemental attacks are your best bet, but it's not that big of a deal. Let's see how much of a difference it does. Not enough. Okay, not a big deal. And the affinity part of it only lasts for like 3 turns, so it's not that big a deal. Alright. You go in. You self-buff yourself. I'm just glad my group is fast. So I'm able to safely swap people in and out pretty easily. There we go. Awesome, I can swap another person in. Come on, Chief. Flush the stone. Alright, defense up. But it doesn't matter, I do a lot more damage than his defenses. So, not a big deal. Okay, that one definitely dropped a bit. Action. Okay, you're about to have another action. Everyone's looking pretty good. Nope, no defense down. Handed Destruction. Sorry, I'm looking up the move. Let's move it.
move that does, like, a really high chance of death. I'm not sure if that was it, though. I can't really see the rest of it, so I'm not sure if it is or not. Yeah, I don't see it. It's probably a death spell, though. Oh no, I know what that move did. Sorry, I just realized what it did. Hand of Death, it showed it did 0 damage, but what it did was half everyone's HP. As you can see, all of my characters are now at half HP, so let's go ahead and fix that, like, right now. So it's not a death spell, it's just it's like a demi spell. Alright, you're pretty much good. I'd like to test out Rumia and see how she does. I can also heal again if I really need to. Actually, that would be a better idea. Let's go ahead and heal. I want to keep everyone's HP as high as possible. And now swapping Komachi. HP restoring medicine. That's the 3rd time he's cast it. That time it did 7.6 million. Pretty much in good shape. Alright. Damage is a lot better now. Yeah, and... yeah, 2.6 million is pretty good. Alright, we need, Starburst. High damage, probably piercing. More than likely it's piercing. Alright. And from the element, I think it was Spirit. He's able to cast any elemental attack, practically. And they're practically all piercing, so just be aware of it. Everyone's, okay. Go ahead and swap you in. And I'll buff your heal. Yeah, I'm being very, I guess, meticulous. I'm not trying to do any, like, blitzing. If you want to, you can try keeping track of how many millions of hit points you're doing, and keeping track of his heals. And then, towards the end, just blitz him. Because towards the final phase, it can be pretty ugly. We'll know when he's on the final... his final phase is at 25 million, so... it's not exactly something you can blitz through. Alright. I'll go ahead and swap in Yomo. Okay. I can survive that. There we go, that was 5 million just between the two of them. So we're getting there. It just takes time. Oh, Sword of Light. Alright, well, we just lost Iku. That was 100% piercing, I'm guessing? That or it's just a single attack, I don't know. Never seen the move before and it's not listed. At least not in the description. Alright, well... Machi, you're in. Go ahead and swap you in. Nah, there's not really a reason to. Actually, yes there is. I'd mainly do the swapping just to make sure I keep the turn order the same. It's a good idea to keep it as same as possible. I can't attack buff anymore, so except for Remelia. So this can be this fight got a little bit longer. But on the plus side, I have another slot that's just devoted to attacking now. Alright. I could reapply poison if I want to. Defense down. Dragon Frost. Okay, that's fine. I could live through that.
problem is now my heals are going to get weaker as turns go by. I'm going to go ahead and reapply the poison. Oh, an evasion down. That's not helping. Attack and defense down. Oh, Smith's hammer. That was 153,000 damage right there. Annoying, but not life-threatening, I guess. Too bad this guy can't be affected by instant death. Alright. How's everyone looking? Alright, let's see if Yoma can take another hit. I could swap someone out for an empty slot, and that can help a little bit, but... how the boss works on his actions is as he unlocks his next phase of moves, he'll cycle from that phase to the next phase of... Like, he'll do his phase 1 move, then his phase 2 move, and the next action he'll do a phase 3 move, and that's how he does it over and over again. Fortunately, you have to be pretty familiar with his moves to know which phase is which. How's everyone's health? Okay, you guys are pretty good at the moment. Actually, I do have one more attack buff besides Remilia's, and that's Kaguya's Stone Bowl move that gives people instant actions. But that's only about 20% to all stats. Time stop. Oh, great. Notice that it didn't say paralysis. It literally stopped me. This is 100% chance paralysis, and how long it lasts depends on your paralysis resistance. Also, if you well, I'm gonna die. He just did 2 time stops on me. Stun, menace, and life. He regained 25 million HP, and I finally got an action. Oh my freaking god! All right, but yeah, how it works is it's 100% paralysis, and it will damage anyone that has a full ATB bar slightly. So what it does is it essentially stops all actions. You can't do anything. Even if you had an action ready, it'll nudge your ATB bar just a little bit to make sure you don't get an action. So yeah, that was nasty. And he cast it twice in a row. Or almost twice in a row. I'm in a little bit of trouble at the moment. Remove. Go ahead and reapply poison. He also healed himself for 25 freaking million hit points. Oh jeez. I'm not gonna take a risk. I have to heal myself. I'm on a Dragon Frost, that's fine. Someone's action's not that good at the moment. Hopefully Melee gets another action before she gets hit. Yep, alright. I want to keep it at least, you know, above 210,000 of that move. Luckily Yoma could take that hit. 200,000 damage, wow. Alright, we got a lot more damage to deal through. The good news is he's practically out of heal spells. I think he's got maybe 1 or 2 hit HP restoring medicines left. Unfortunately, this is like the worst case scenario. Yeah, pretty much it is. It's the worst case scenario. He's practically fully healed himself and doubled the duration of this fight. much, but it's better than nothing. There we go. Anyone I can risk? I'll risk you. Is there anyone else? Keep healing. Kamachi can't take hit. Well, she can soak hits a lot better, but not too good. Alright. That was pretty nasty. Swap you back in. He's doing a lot of high piercing, high damage moves at the moment. And my cat is meowing. Yes, I hear you, cat. Vermilion might not be able to take the next hit. Sorry, cat's demanding attention. Alright, swap you back in. I can only hope he doesn't do that piercing move on Vermilia. If not, okay. Did it on her instead. That's fine, I can live with that. Yeah, it's very easy to lose complete control of this fight. Those two time stops really kind of set me in the you know, friggin' 27 million HP heal set me back several turns. That and losing Iku, of course. There's not much I can do about Iku. I would have to buff a lot to get that HP. One destruction. Whoa, that did a lot of damage. But I survived it. And my cat is clawing the chair. Alright. Swap you. I think that one destruction is like a composite attack. It wasn't too bad, actually. I was able to soak it. There we go. Sorry, adjusting my seat. Alright, let's go ahead and keep up heals. Swap you in for now. Dragon Frost. Okay, I'm gonna have to swap Kamachi out. Or something, I don't know. Go ahead and use that. There we go. No debuffs. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't really have anyone I can swap in. Unless I want to risk Reimu doing it. Yeah, no way, no, I'm doing that. Alright, self-buff yourself. Attack down, thank you. As much as nothing, but it's better. 10% is better than nothing. Especially against piercing attacks. Alright. Go ahead and swap you in. Nails Smith's hammer. Oh, ouch, that hurt. Luckily it only did like 140,000 damage this time. Might not be piercing. That should be fine. Since I don't think he'll Kamachi anymore. It's getting cutting close for meleeing. Or it could be the fact that I debuffed his attack, that's why I did less damage. Ball of Invincibility. Alright, sorry, I'm seeing where that's at. A stronger, longer lasting version of Resist All. Okay, good to know. So he has affinities up. Okay, I can live with that. He also got another action immediately. Thank God that's just a regular fire move. Alright. Fortunately, it's relatively fast. Wow, he's getting another action already. 0 damage. Okay, I can't really hurt. Oh, never mind. Ball of Invincibility gives him 1 billion defense in mind for 5 turns. 1 billion. That's means he's practically immune to damage. So yeah, I'm just gonna... He's done 1 action so far, so we got a little bit. Let's go ahead. Of course, we have a piercing we have 2 piercing attacks, but I have to get an opening first. And of course, he used another HP restoring medicine because he hates me. All right, I'll go ahead and swap in Kaguya, I guess. You're pretty much in good shape at the moment, so go ahead and heal yourself. Amelia has tons of SP still, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep hitting him, see if the check when the shield goes down. Also, I think you can still debuff him, so not bad. Actually, that was probably a bad idea, because now I have... Yep, that was a bad idea. We just lost Kaguya. Wow, that did 0 damage to Amelia. That's neat. That's fine, I can live with that. It sucks, but whatever. It just delays me for 5 turns. I'll just spin these actions, I don't know, painting or something. Alright. It's like he's pulling out all the stops. When I fought him originally, I never saw these moves. I saw some of his heals, and that's about it. Test your defenses. 0. Okay. But yeah, that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to get your mage caught out in the open like that, and that definitely, you definitely took advantage of it. I got no one I can use. Your defenses are at 99%. Scimitar Soul Sword. I keep trying to debuff you because I have nothing better to do. I think poison still works. In fact, I should reapply poison. No debuffs. I'll swap you in, and then swap in you. Defense down, nice. Unfortunately, that only reduced him to, you know, around, you know, 900 million. So, we're not going to be hurting him anytime soon. I'm going to go ahead and healer you. Actually, I don't really need to worry about anything at the moment. Monty actually healed up pretty quickly. Alright, well, let's go ahead and, swap you in. Sword of Light. Killed her. Not much I can do about that. Alright, defenses are back to normal. Let's about to get another action. Sorry about that, everyone. I crashed, or Fraps crashed. Thankfully the game didn't, at least so far. Not sure, you'll probably miss a few seconds.
probably won't be too serious. I honestly don't even remember what happened last, because there's just been so much stuff going on. So, we'll just keep going with what we're doing. Right now everyone's healed up. Now no one's healed up. That was Magical Tempest. I've never seen that move. It seems to be a pretty high damage mystic element, I guess. Good news is he probably only has one heal left. Bad news is that means he's able to do all his other moves. But yay, for worst case scenarios. I mean, I'm looking at another 60 million HP that I've been whittling away. Alright. I've lost 3 people so far. Kaguya, Iku, and Maribel. It's not a good situation to be in. I'll go ahead and reapply poison, because every little bit helps. Whoa! We paralyzed him! Oh, that's hilarious. Alright. It won't last long, but it's... And I won! There we go. It was 1.28 million skill points, 6.4 million XP, and there you go. We defeated him. He has a 10% chance of dropping the Regalia. I'm probably not... I did say I was going to try to get it, but... I don't know. I'm probably not going to grind for it. It's going to be hell. There's a way to up the drop rate, though, but that's even more grinding. So, let's go ahead and see what we get. Phew, as wimpy as he looked, he was awfully strong. How naive, Marissa. His true terror is from learning from being beaten and constantly getting up again. Being beaten and getting up again hundreds of times, eventually becoming the one to beat the Serpent of Chaos. But weren't we stronger? It's useless, Spatula. She's totally not listening. So, we're the strongest. That's nice now. I want to go back. How hopeless. Okay, and there you go. Everything's empty. There's no credits, like, this is floor 21 to 30 is practically an expansion pack. It's not really part of the story, as you probably guessed, because there's not very much story at all. It's just something to do. So, I'm gonna go ahead and head back. Then I'm gonna go another space. Go to floor 30. That's weird. Or maybe it doesn't show. Let's find out. Yeah, it doesn't show. I guess it's when you reload the save? I don't know. But anywho, what I was going to show you guys is after you beat the boss and you, I guess it's probably when next time you open the game, you will, the winner will be back, and the Hibachi twins and the Serpent of Chaos will return. The Serpent of Chaos and Hibachi twins will be the same. You can just use them to grind for drops, or you can just kill them just because. And the winner will return, but he's going to be stronger. Essentially, his hit points will increase by 7.5 million for every time you've defeated him. Also, the drop rate for the Regalia will increase by 1% every time you kill him. Other than that, his other stats will also increase every time. As was mentioned by Patcholi, you get stronger every time you kill him. Unfortunately, the rate he gains his strength, you can actually probably out-level him, so it's not too big of a deal. Also, every time you beat the winner, you get a star. It's, as you see, it has a star and a 1 next to it, and that's how many times you've killed the winner. You can keep killing him over and over again. I have read in a forum that someone has killed him 100 times legit. Of course, eventually it gets to the point where the winner is very, very easy to kill because you just out-level him. But, it's possible, and every time you kill him, you have a higher chance of dropping the Regalia, blah blah blah, and getting more chances to get the other drops. But other than that, that's it. That's the expansion stuff. The key benefit, though, of killing Winner is the fact that when you beat Winner, you get 2 New Game Plus. You can, I
think I showed it off on my very first video. That actually I showed it off when it was all in Japanese. So how should I show this off? I'm a little confused. Well, let me go ahead and record my journey. I'm going to record over this slot, and I'll probably move this save. Or maybe I'll overwrite it. I don't know. I'm a little confused on what exactly I'll get. Because, yeah, I'm not sure what will happen if you have two completed saves. If it'll pick one over the other or what. But let me be right back, guys. Alright, welcome back, everyone. I'm just going to go ahead and go to a new game. Never really read the dialogue here. I kind of was summarizing back when I first started this, but I paused long enough for you guys to read it, so I'm not going to bother reading it. I'm just skipping through the intro. I'm just going to show you guys what exactly the New Game Plus provides. Almost there. There we go. Save file 1 with okay, it went with my first save file. Cool, it actually tells you which save file. With floor 30 clear detected, you can carry data over from it. Start the game with all available characters. Yes. Carry over skill levels. If you do not start with all characters, only starting it's caution, if you do not start with all characters, only starting characters will change their skill levels. So what that's telling you is if you pick all skill levels but not start with all the characters, only the initial 5 characters you start with, Reimu, Marissa, Patchouli, Sakia, and Remilia will get this benefit. We'll go ahead and say OK. Carry over equipment. Equipment in save file 1 that is already equipped to characters will not be carried over. So if you want to carry over equipment, you probably have to unequip all your characters. But I'll go ahead and say OK anyway. So there you go. If you take a look, all my skill levels are here. You can definitely tell the difference. At level 1 it may seem pretty low, but this is at level 1. Every time I gain levels, this is going to multiply like crazy. So it can definitely these skill levels will definitely break the game pretty easily. As you can see, 75 HP to 860 at level 1. And then of course you got, if you go to the Magic Library, actually I went to the completely wrong place. You don't carry the skill points over, you only carry the skill levels. So I guess I showed that off at least. Blah blah blah. Alright. And if I go over here, as you can see, every character. On my previous attempts, attempts to make a New Game Plus with my other completed save, it had a few bugs. I'll go ahead and show those off now. Yes. Okay, as you can see, okay, seems fine. Oh wait. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah. Something like this, I guess the save I had, I guess I should explain it a little bit better. What I did is I originally played the game, and I got to about floor 16. And then I decided, you know what, I've been screwing up with my skill points, I want to start over, but I don't want to start completely over. I want to start over with at least my characters. So, what was passed around on a forum was a New Game Plus save. All it had was all the characters unlocked and nothing else, and I used that save to beat the game. What I did was I had all the characters, but I only used characters I unlocked legit on my previous save or during that game. So I beat the game, and then I tried to do New Game Pluses with it, and when I did, for some reason, if I choose, for some reason what will happen is, you'll see I have 0 XP for all the characters. It was doing some weird stuff. It was doing things like, Chen would start out with 3000 XP, which means she'll start out at, level 5, or pretty actually high level, level 10 or something. And as you cycle through, you'll notice other characters will have, ridiculous amounts of XP saved up. Like Kamachi, I think I tested it out once, Sane started at level 28, which is pretty huge at, the early game, and then Kamachi was at, level 30-something, because of the HP. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff. Other than that, there's not much else to say. I will say, I'm probably not going to farm for the Regalia, but I'll go ahead and say what the Regalia does, is 400% defense in mind. It's a really high defense item. Oddly enough, it's practically useless against Winter, because Winter uses a lot of piercing attacks. Like I said, the key to fighting Winter is HP and affinities. And, also, of course, you know, good heals and all that stuff. Other than that, everything else is reset, though. It's literally a new game. You start it from floor 1 and you work your way up. A few odd things will happen on certain events, you can actually get past the pit that you had Cerno make an ice bridge for, before you even defeat Cerno, simply because Cerno's already in your party, technically. So it can do weird stuff like that, but it doesn't really affect anything. Other than that, that's about it. I'm practically done with Labyrinth of Touhou. Maybe in the far future I might consider doing a New Game Plus run of it with just another type of party, but if I do something like that, it will be a pure boss run. I won't show any of the dungeon exploring, it'll just be bosses. So if you guys are interested in some sort of certain party you want me to play as, just leave a comment, and I probably won't do it anytime soon. I already have 2 new LPs in mind to replace this one and Legend of Grimrock. So other than that, that'll be it. I'm going to go ahead and make a separate video. I'm going to go ahead and give my final thoughts on the game, and from there, we'll be officially done with Labyrinth of Touhou. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's like I mentioned before, it's one of my favorite RPGs. It has a lot of good gameplay for it, and it doesn't waste its time with anything like dumb voice actors or cutscenes or anything. It's very simplistic, kind of like how Legend of Grimrock was. But I'll talk more about that next time, and when I give my final thoughts on the game. So until next time, I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Labyrinth of Touhou. I am finally done. See you guys next time.